as soon as I went into the next weekend, this happened. We've got regulation change for next season. So, we've got to save as all the upgrades we can. Obviously, the logical first step is only logical to get the major upgrades. Like, that chassis seems to be the most important thing. But, yeah, so obviously we need to, after this weekend, we're going to most likely have enough to get these upgrades. So we need to get these as soon as possible. But our aerodynamics has fallen off a bit. So, whereas at one point we had good aero, we now don't have great aero. So we need to focus on that a bit. Racing Point brought upgrades to this race. So, yeah, this is going to be a good one. We've got a good chassis. Also, for next race, we've got a major engine upgrade. So hopefully we should be good on the straights. Yeah, we need to stop focusing on the chassis. Because I focused on the chassis for way too long and now it's way too good, whereas the other things are lacking. Which is showing. Got a good car though, in general. But yeah, we need to save it for next season. Hopefully we can get all of them, so we can start adding new ones. But yeah. At least the engine's going to be fine, and that's going to be pretty damn good after this upgrade. It's going to jump Williams, McLaren, Red Bull, maybe Ferrari? Or at least be on par with Red Bull and Ferrari. Either one, going to have a car. Okay, so, yeah, so let's just go to practice 1. I like Singapore, fun track, fun to do, I enjoy it. Hopefully shoot the car as we've got a very good chassis.
Welcome to the Marina Bay circuit in the heart of Singapore. The rain is falling for the start of today's practice session, making life much more difficult for the teams than they may have anticipated. And I tell you what, Anthony Davidson, I think we're going to have some fairly anxious drivers in the cars today, as the conditions have not been kind at all for today's session.
Well sat in the garage, maybe, I suppose. I mean, you'd always rather a nice dry circuit to run on, but as soon as you venture out onto the track, then any lingering nerves get left behind. The moment you start to become anxious in these cars, you tend to tighten up and become too digital in your inputs. This can not only cost you lap time, but also, if you're unlucky, send you on a one-way trip to the wall.
I actually think Perez suits the Renault overalls. Is it going to dry out in this session at all? Oh, it's going to be a full wet race though. Oh, not another one. I don't want it. Oh, it's gone. Might as well do laps then. What is it with the full wet set races at the moment? And that's Singapore! And it's already been well established we don't have great pace in the wet. This is a new update as well, so hopefully tyre wear and qualifying shouldn't be that bad. Oh, it's going to be a long one as well, longest race of the season. In the wet. In 32-degree weather. In real life. Kill me. Well, the 100-metre board's a good breaking point for that. Oh, drift. I think what might end up happening, because I've got a race later, what might end up happening is I might split this into 2 parts like I did with Germany. But I'm not going to just do half the race, I'm just going to do all the practice sessions and qualifying. And then do it later. finish the session tomorrow. I'll finish do the race tomorrow. So I don't have. I'm just trying to get this done. So those that don't like league racing have something to watch. So, but that also means I can do take less time doing take more time doing qualifying. So I may end up actually sitting through the session, see if I can actually see if it's fine. Because there is a glitch. I've known about it for a while, but I've just not done it. Where you fast forward the session or do anything like retire, and you lose time. Well, the AI just becomes stupidly quick because, well, I would have to give you a reason if I could, but I can't.
Good work. You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
This track's not too bad for wet though. It's got a surprisingly good amount of grip for the wet, seeing as it's never ever wet. I do like watching the off-board cameras. It's cool.
This is the last.
Oh, I didn't actually check if I actually completed it. Is it purple? No, of course it isn't. Huh. Let's do the race. Let's come back to it. Oh, I see what you mean about a weather change. Let's just go back to garage. Let's go back to garage. Let's fast forward the session a bit. And let's do the track acclimatization. There we go. Let's do it on the hard tyre because that's just what tyre you do it on. Hopefully let's see the grip difference. See how the car feels. Although I did, our weakness as a car is the slippery corners, so we could end up struggling. So it could go either way. Good chassis, poor aero. But it is all about maintaining speeds, which is what the car excels at. Oh yeah, that was a moment. Let's watch that. You don't really see it, do you?
Seems like we're a bit slow in these corners.
Yeah, we're not in the dry, mate. This car's an absolute dream. Car slows down lovely. Oh, amazingly. Right, let's have to chuck it in here. How's that a miss? I said I got that. This is so much fun to drive. I can't wait for qualifying. I'm making less mistakes though, so maybe having a car that does exactly what maybe having a car that does exactly what I want when I want it to helps out.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit.
I'm actually going to do it. Okay. Let's just return to garage. How far off am I? Long way off. Good to know. Let's go practice too.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Verstappen, Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. What an incredible...
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. How does a car handle in the wet? Do you have any worries going into the race and qualifying?
She still handles like a dream.
There are rumours that you're looking for a contract with another team. Is there any truth to that?
Where's that come from? There we go.
You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip?
How does their reputation decrease from that?
Great. Well, that's everything.
Right, got a good amount of points. Well, that is a good amount of points. We're up to 400. Yeah, still Alfa Romeo being picky. See if can we save any of. Oh no, we can't. We got to get 500, 510. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to practice 2. Alright. What's the weather? Alright, so it's night time now, isn't it? So, let's do the race strategy. Let's just do it all. I don't really care. This game looks amazing in the night. It's ridiculous how good it looks. When 2018 comes out, you think, how the hell can you make a game look even like it's an F1 game, you can't, there's not much you can really do to make it look good. But each time they do it, I can't wait for the next gen consoles to come out, like when they can start doing stuff with ray tracing and all that. It's gonna look beautiful. Don't go into neutral. Oh, 9 days. I don't know where that Red Bull rumour came from though. Like literally from nowhere. If anyone's going to sign me, it's Ferrari. I think next step in career mode is being offered contracts by teams instead of you pursuing them. So at the moment you just sort of pick who you want and get a contract with depending on how much your worth is to them. I do love the traction this car has. It is a beast. I do love driving this track. It's got a really unique challenge to it. Just briefly. Alright, so maybe that is a third gear corner. Chuck it in, chuck it in. It's stuck. There we go.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
I've got to be focused. I'm going on a flying lap. This data is going to be completely irrelevant, seeing as it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a full wet race. No, it's it's Leclerc. Hello, Leclerc. This car. Are the tyres overheating? Because the grip's just suddenly gone. Yeah, tyres and engines overheating.
Great lap. So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 38.9.
Yeah, that's that. Let's go practice 3 for the qualifying.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review
Gee,
our
everyone
top
else
three.
is.
Hamilton, Gasly and Valtteri Bottas. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an...
Right, yeah, like I said, I'm going to do qualifying. I'm going to practice and then qualifying. Then the race will be tomorrow. I'm actually sweating at the moment. It's way too hot. What's the current temperature? 31 degrees. Oh, 31. It's still yet to get hotter. Like 32. This is too hot. Why can't we get? Why can't it's England? Why can't we go back to being cold? The coldest it's going to get tonight is 18. That's hot in general, but it's too hot. It's too hot. Complaining. Might as well get.
Okay, as you know, this is the third and final practice session of the weekend. If we want to run our qualifying sim program, and I strongly recommend we do just that, this is our
Shut up,
last
Jeff.
chance.
I know, and I said it. I did it that for a reason. Man, it feels like I'm actually driving in Singapore at the moment. Alright then, so the car has really good grip but snaps. I'm not gonna lie, that's really useful information. Now I know to be careful on the, well, mid-corner. Perez, go away, you're the bane of my existence. Perez, you hold me up, I will end you in your entire career. That is not at all annoying. Perez, out of the way. I'm getting held up now. Alright. I need to complete it here and now. Basically, corner cut. That's not how you get in time. This is ridiculous. Does this count? No. Alright, so there are limits. Okay. So it turns out the fake limit is pretty close to the actual limit. But you can pretty much cut the entire second of one. Let's do that. I love only getting a warning for being stupid. There we go. I'm not even going to apologise because I need to pass it and it's impossible. See, as I've just been ruined by it.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:37.3.